Fashion Force South Africa, the TV show. We are going to be bringing you nothing but the best of the best in fashion, lifestyle, and tourism. And I am your host, Vuyo Chabode. Darlings, I'm so excited that our first installment is happening live at the Kenilworth Racecourse for the 2020 Queen's Plate. Yes, I'm dressed in blue and white because that is our theme for today. And all we're going to be seeing today is nothing but beautiful people dressed in beautiful clothing, all in the colors blue and white. I'm excited to be bringing you the latest fashion and all things lifestyle and tourism here at the Queen's Plate. So sit back, relax, and let's go on this journey. You look absolutely stunning. Such a futuristic design. What was your initial idea into putting this together, and who are you dressed by?
So I'm dressed by Quiteria Atelier from his Rain Luxe collection. And I'm a very simple person, as much as it doesn't look very simple. I don't like too many details. If you make a dress and you make it right, you don't need to add too much detail. So that's what I am. And I feel like a lot of celebrities a lot of people don't really know polo attire. They know ball gowns and stuff. And I really just want to show that you could still look cute, but be out of the box. I mean, this is not the material you ever would have thought would make a dress, you know? Then you get there and then you kill it.
Darlings, Nandi and Sir Ernest have made it an effort to look stunning today here at the horses. Hello, darling.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you so much. You guys look amazing. There's some sort of futuristic look with you guys. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, I mean the grey and you know, it's denim. You know, we're trying to move it up a bit. Yeah.
I want to come to you with the denim. Denim is blue. Did you make a conscious decision to come up, with it is still a color blue, but a different way?
Yeah, we actually did make a conscious decision. So I just thought the basic suit and all of that, that's not me. So I wanted to go with something that makes me feel comfortable and still I can pull it off,
Oh, man, it looks absolutely dope. Listen, we're all about celebrating local designers, and you're wearing one of our South Africa's favorites. Tell us why you are dressed by Quiteria.
I mean, who doesn't love Quiteria, guys? No, honestly. I'm just with Quiteria because I love Quiteria, honestly. And also the face of his new brand, Reynard. Just make sure you check it out. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to experiencing? Because you guys just walked in now. What are you anticipating to experience at the horses today?
It's my first time at this race, this one particular, the Queen's Plate. I've been to a couple of races before, so I'm expecting, horses, fashion.
Talking about polo, are you guys gonna bet on any horses?
You know what? We'll decide once we get inside.
But it is a horse racing.
Anything.
We'll decide. We'll see.
Y'all are just here for the fashion and looking cute. Thank you so much for joining us. Go and have some fun. So we've been making some predictions here today as Fashion Force on who will be taking best dressed. And this lady right here is one of our predictions. Her name is Roxy, and she is herself a fashion designer. Hello, Roxy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Thank you. Very, very well today.
Well, listen, we love what you're wearing. We think that you might be taking best dressed. What inspired your look for today?
So I decided to go for the vintage look with a little bit of a more modern touch with my Cinderella shoes and earrings. So I pieced together my own outfit with the pleat being the latest trend at the moment on the fashion. So, yeah.
Listen, you are your own designer, and I think that is what stands out the most. Tell us about your brand.
Okay, so I'm actually an equestrian designer. I design equestrian showwear. This year I decided I'm going to give it a shot and dress myself and go for it.
you the best of the best in designer wear and designers as well. And right next to me, I'm joined by one of South Africa's most loved designers. His name is Craig, and he's the owner and founder of Vundudzi, right?
Vundudzi, yes.
Well, what does it mean? Because I'm struggling to say. So
Here's the thing. So Vundudzi is a sacred lake for the Venda people. They believe you can hear their ancestors drumming underneath the water of Lake Vundudzi at night. And when I heard that, I thought it's such amazingly beautiful, and I have to call my label that.
And I'm thinking now, perhaps you see things when you're putting all these designs together, and that's why it's Vundudzi.
No, absolutely, yes. It's like how you look at things differently as a creative as opposed to someone on the street.
Tell us about your brand. What exactly inspired you to go about creating a brand and putting out beautiful fashion like what you're wearing today?
So, all I wanted to do is celebrate Africa through what I do, and that's why I'm trying to incorporate different things like African prints. So, this is like kind of one of our house prints that we've kind of taken a wax print and reinterpreted it through in a modern way. Yeah, in a fabric that's a little bit softer to wear as well.
Because it is hot today, so you wanted to go for something that's a little bit breezy.
You need to be a bit cool, and yeah, you don't want to be sweating all over the place. Yes.
And apart from that one particular tip, what else would you say people need to be cautioned of when coming to the Queen's Plate?
Well,
Fashion-wise.
I love the fact that with the Queen's Plate, they're very specific about what people can or can't wear, and people need to know this because it's a race event and it's during the day. You don't dress like you're going to the red carpet at the Oscars, so it's really nice. So it's like the Queen's Plate says things like, don't wear stiletto heels because it's hectic terrain, the grass. You don't want to get your stiletto heels stuck in there. Men have to make sure they're wearing a jacket. Women, and it's not fancy dress as well. So I think those are kind of things you need to think about when you come into an event like this. You need to look beautiful, but also comfortable, dress according to the occasion.
And so you've now went to Victoria Yards, which is one of the best places in Johannesburg to be situated in. What has that done for your brand?
I feel like it's elevated the brand to sort of like the next level of its growth. People take it seriously because we're online. Our clientele is huge in Joburg. So for us to sort of have a physical space, not just any physical space, but a space that people know and respect, it elevates it.
Darlings, we're still having such an amazing time here at the Queen's Plate, here at Kenilworth Race Course. But you know that we love celebrating local fashion. And right next to me, I have a local fashion designer, Unontsikelelo Dlamini, who has some beautiful designs to show us today, but also some fabulous feather lashes. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Thank you. How are you?
Thank you for joining us. You look amazing, but also your designs right here at the back look amazing. Tell us about what inspired your collection that you have here today.
Okay, well, it was the colors for the race course, blues and whites, and then I just thought about playing around with those colors. And then, of course, they were also very much involved in the designing process. So I was asking each individual what they would like to wear, and then I was able to execute it nicely like that.
Tell us about your brand. What is your brand all about, and what can people expect from what it is that you put together?
My brand is all about detail, beading. I love beading. So what people can expect is the extraordinary. I don't do simple, and they know that.
That's how a queen's supposed to say it out there. Listen, if one wants to go out and buy one of these designs, beautiful designs, where do they find you on social media?
Instagram, it's @Dlamini-Ntsike, and then all the other details, they'll find them also there on my page.
Bring you fashion, lifestyle, and all things tourism here on Fashion Force SA. And right next to me, I have one of South Africa's most loved media personalities, Sasha Naidoo, looking absolutely stunning in blue.
Thank you, Vuyo. Looking lovely in white.
Thank you so much. Listen, this is one of the most prestigious races of the year. What about Queen's Plate do you love the most?
Oh my gosh, it's so glamorous. Look at everyone around you. It really is just a glamorous, fun day. The weather somehow, I don't know how, they've spoken to God. It always comes right. It's a beautiful day in the sun, and I think for most of us, it's the start of work. So it's just the most beautiful way to end off a holiday, I think. Yeah.
And it's the new year, as you mentioned. We're starting off the work. And I'd love to touch on some of the things that we can definitely expect from Sasha and I in the new year.
So I currently own a modeling agency. It's 12 years now. My gosh, it's been long. Alushi Model Management. That's going really stronger than ever, so I feel blessed. I recently opened an aesthetic laser clinic, and this year I'm hoping to open a drip bar, you know, to get all your vitamins, your drips, so moving more in the health perspective. I'm a chiropractor by profession, so it's really nice to go back into the health space.
And Sasha, we very much advocate local fashion and supporting local fashion on Fashion Force SA. Why do you think it's important for anyone out there to go out and support and put out local fashion?
You know what? I think we have so many talented individuals. The woman who made this headpiece her name's Z from Head Cover SA. She made this in a day. It's absolutely magnificent. I think it's so much more beautiful than anything you can buy on a shelf. So why support international when we have the most beautiful things right here and you can get it made for you, custom made? So I'm a big advocate of supporting local, and even with celebrities, I don't agree on just saying, I'll give you exposure. Pay people. They have a talent, pay them, and that's how you grow the industry, and people can really afford to sustain themselves and will get better and better.
We are Fashion Force SA across all social media platforms. So go on out and tell us who wore your favorite outfit here at the Queen's Play today. Right next to me, I have one of my favorite best dressed. Her name is Abongwe. Hello, darling.
Hello, how are you doing?
I love how you're laughing.
That's how we laugh today.
You look absolutely amazing. But before we get into your look, you're here with Sky Vodka. Tell us a little bit more about, the collaboration that you decided to have with Sky Vodka, and why Sky Vodka?
They contacted me and they're like, hey, do you want to come through and represent the blue and white? Because I feel like there's no other race that's perfect for them because of their colors. And without doing much, you're looking around like, Sky Vodka colors, Sky Vodka colors. And I was like, I'm so happy that they wanted us to be part of this. All we have to do is go around, capture the event, and just have fun. Literally, no hidden agenda. Just come out, have fun, and wear beautiful fashion.
You are an advocate for local fashion, for locals, and I love that about you. Why should we support local fashion? Why should we go out there and wear local?
It's very important to support local. It's very important to know who makes your clothes, because the lady sewing this in a factory in Epping, for example, she has a family to feed. And by supporting local fashion, you're putting food on people's tables, and putting food on people's tables who are right here, not overseas, somewhere far, and you're literally just uplifting the economy, because the textile industry in South Africa has been struggling so much. A lot of factories have been closing down because there is no money to keep it running, and by us doing our little bit and supporting local fashion, you're actually keeping the businesses alive.
Business are you keeping alive today?
Skivvy G, she literally graduated last year from Lifestyle. She was studying at Lifestyle, and she was like, can I dress you for the day? And I was like, of course. And then obviously the hat is Benita Thomas, and she's also a local lady, so I was just like, you know what, the whole look today, the whole look.
It looks absolutely amazing. Blue, a touch of white, and that's exactly what we're celebrating. You look amazing. You always do. You never ever disappoint. But let's get straight into fashion. Sia, you are stylist to the stars. You know everything about fashion. What should I wear at the Queen's Plate?
At the Queen's Plate, think luxury, think class. So make sure whatever you wear is at least sexy, but also classy. So making sure that now you don't have a short skirt. If you're a guy, short shorts. Wear something that's that's not really comfortable with your vibe. Making sure that now whatever you wear, make sure everything is crisp. Stick to the theme, the colors, and make sure that now there's nice accessories. Hats definitely for the ladies. Bit of crown detail as well. So accessories are so important to pop that look, because you can only do so much with that blue and that white. So I tried my part as well to make sure that now, even though it's the blue and white theme, let me make sure that now at least the blazer screams drama all the way. So have an element of being unique as well.
So yeah, what sets the Queen's Plate apart from every other horse racing event? Because there's a couple that happen in Cape Town. But what makes this one stand out?
The main thing that stands out about this specific event is the fact that now it's the first one of the year. So it paves the way for all the other ones that come through. And the theme is very strict and it's very luxurious and very exclusive. That's what I love about it. Because now what I see is that some people come through and some people miss the invites. And it's usually something where as people are coming back from December, some people even forget that now the Queen Plate happens. So they only see everything popping on Instagram. So meaning that now if you missed out, you missed out. So it's very exclusive and it's very, very amazing to be here.
Let's talk about DM Bespoke Designs. What exactly is your brand all about?
Okay, DM Bespoke, we specializes on menswear, from made to measure to bespoke suits. We also make shoes and shirts, everything from the scratch.
What came to mind for you when you were designing the looks for today?
When I designed the looks for today, obviously the colors, considering the colors of the event, which is blue, creams and the whites, but also I just wanted to do something a bit elegant with a touch of casual as well, because this is an event where you basically are like free and just having fun. You want to mingle around, you just want to be able to move around. So I didn't want anything like formal, so I just wanted people to be comfortable. As you can also see that I'm also in my suit, but at the same time I'm just a bit more relaxed. I'm able to move around and mingle with people. Yeah.
And look, sir, it's the start of the new year, and we're all about pushing local fashion and celebrating local fashion. What can you look forward to from your brand in the new year?
Oh, this year I've got some amazing stuff that on the pipeline, which I cannot really share with you guys as yet. But yeah, people must just be on the lookout. It's just going to be amazing here. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of bright colors. People know me and know that I'm a very bright person. I'm a very happy person. So I love colors. I love mixing colors and just playing around with colors. So yeah, so definitely this year is going to just be a fun year. I'm just looking to enjoy and just have fun with designs and colors as well. Yeah.
It's going to be a bright year from Lungster. And we're looking forward to seeing what he has to bring within the fashion industry. Local is Lekker Darlings, and this is Fashion Force SA. And right next to me, I have menswear fashion extraordinaire. He's GQ's best dressed. His name is Seth Shezi, and we can't speak men's fashion without mentioning your name.
Well, I hope so.
But thank you so much for joining us. You look absolutely amazing. Thank you, Seth. And as I said, we can't mention menswear without mentioning, you and your brand. Can you please tell us about where is SA menswear going?
It's going towards a very liberated state. I think now we're getting to that point where I feel like people don't care about decorum or fitting into some kind of mold or listening to what the dress code is. People are now realizing that fashion is meant to express yourself, and it's a vehicle for you to just show people who you're about without you saying a word. So I think people are being more maverick style. A lot more fashion, more African fashion is coming into play. So which I think is nice. Even places like this. I'm not a good example today because I'm wearing a traditional suit, but I've seen some people who've actually imbued some African styles and African prints and fabrics, and it works. And it's no longer like a traditional like sort of horse event. You should wear a suit. No, I like that.
Couldn't let you go. We had to. First because of what you're wearing, and because you're just a fabulous human being.
Oh, thank you. It's definitely 20 plenty.
20 plenty.
These compliments, I'm accepting the energy and I'm accepting the love.
Let's talk 20 plenty. Since we add that topic, what can we expect from Monday in 2020? More fashion, more events, huh?
I think 20 plenty from Monday's perspective, from Renaissance Men, is going to be a lot more fashion, a a lot more curation, a lot more talks, because I miss actually that element of the work that I do. I definitely think there's going to be a lot more emerging designers being showcased, because I think that there's a hub of young menswear designers in this city, in this country, that are not getting the right exposure, and I think this is the year to showcase them. It's a leap year, so let's let everybody leap into a brighter future.
I love what she said there, and everything bright and everything bright future. The design that you're wearing has had such an amazing year, and it's going to continue having a successful years to come. Imprint. Why did you decide to go with Imprint for the Queen's Plate?
Well, it's actually one of those things where we used to work very closely together. I used to do his PR, and then he just blew up, and he's moved to Joburg, opening a store that side, and we've had a very simple tradition that there are specific events during the year where I'm only allowed to wear imprints. The Queen's Plate is one of them. I have successfully worn imprint probably for the last 4 Queen's Plate events, if not 5. So it's our tradition. It's a thing that we do. And I mean, he knows my silhouette. He knows the style that I like. He knows what I'm here for. I'm here for comfort that's also elegant. And he knows that I'm also like trying to break borders, break boundaries, push the limits of the fashion standards. So, and he's just the perfect fit for me for Queen's Plate.
Listen, darlings, we mentioned that and we promised that we're going to bring you the best of the best when it comes to lifestyle, fashion and tourism here at the Queen's Plate. And right next to me, I have acting royalty herself. She goes by the name, we're at the Queen's Plate, so we're doing all things royal, right? We have Lady Nambita, who is one of SA's most loved and celebrated actresses. Hello, darling.
Hello, honey.
How are you?
My dark skin magic, my melanin, my chocolate.
How about we do a little bit of something like this? I'm trying to put on some Kanisha, but I can't.
First of all, we need to get the name right. It is Shaquisha, honey, with the double A, okay?
Okay. Nambita, you just joined the Queen South Africa, and you put out that role so eloquently. What went into preparing for that role?
Oh, girl, there's been a lot. I mean, the mere fact that obviously I have to establish a neutral, I had to make a decision, a neutral Netflix American accent, which I have preparation and history of doing it on Black Mirror, so it wasn't that hectic. But I would have wanted to actually invest time in mastering it with my dialect code. But with South African productions, I literally had an overnight call of, come, we want you to audition. Got a script. I had the evening to prepare, and then I immediately got the call and the job, and then a week later I'm on set shooting 15 scenes in a day. So I didn't really have much time as I wanted to, but I decided to focus more because I'm a very honest performer. I like to be authentic. I invest, and I research a role very, very critically and well. And I don't want to give away too much. Shaquisha has got a lot of layers. She's got a troubled past. Something is not 100% mentally. And I had to go into very dark places, very hectic places. I even shocked myself. But what I love, and I'm going to say this, it has been my best work yet. I surprised myself. I went to places I never even knew I had existing. And I had to find a new way to de-roll because it was hectic. You know, a lot of people were worried about me, and crew, I had a lot of support to kind of just be like, listen, we're just checking up on you mentally. Are you cool? Because these scenes are quite hectic. And I love it. I love becoming. I love losing myself in the role. So, yeah.
We love the work you do, and we really much appreciate it. Today, you are eloquently dressed like a queen. What inspired your look for today?
You know what I love? I have this partnership with Zazie Luxury. And I'm usually always dressed with DC. We have a relationship with Imprint ongoing. And this year I wanted to switch it up a little bit. She understands who I am, and the thing is, for me, fashion is an extension of who I am. This is where Lady Nam comes out, not Nambita, you know. And I love that. I feel like all the world's a stage, and every single day is an opportunity for you to just be who you are, and just, this is a character for me, you know. So today I wanted to go with flirty. I've been doing LQP for the past 10 years. So yeah, I was a Cape Townian for 9 years, so this has always been, you know, a thing. And the more obviously the years progress, the more kind of just you have fun with it. So I wanted something fun. I wanted to stay true to Queen's Plate attire, So I did a short dress, a freaking dress. And then wafake bandi, babes, wafake bandi, yabane drama actually.
You mentioned that you've been here for 10 years, right? That means that this kind of feels like home. But what one word would you say would best describe every Queen's Plate experience for you?
The after party is hella good, okay? But what I love about it, and I think it always sticks true to itself, I love the elitism that it adds. It is an authentic horse racing program, and it doesn't get too commercialized where it becomes a Durban July or a Sunmet where we lose the actual purpose of why we're here. I love the fact that it keeps its class, it keeps its emphasis. Everyone respects the attire and the dress code. Press is to a minimal. And you know, we are here to a horse racing event at the end of the day, and I love that. And obviously they switch it up with what CSA has done now with the after party. They've made it a bit more, you know, Josie is always representing now, because that was something new. You know, in the past there was none of that. It wasn't known as far as media. So yeah.
Melanin Magic, you are a queen. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all of the best. And go slay some more. Shaniqua, right?
Shaquisha.
And second place for best hat goes to Abongwe. And the winner of the best hat today goes to Zinzi. Man is Mizuki. And in second place for best dressed man we have Pat. Dress man is Charles Samuels. Charlie, you seem to be, or Charles, you seem to be a very popular winner there with the ladies.